Yo, what's up? What's up? You rocking with the GOAT of the game, Hip Hop Gamer, Hot 97. Listen, before we even get started, I gotta spin the chain because we got a legend in the building right now. You know what I'm saying? Put your hands together, show your love for the one and only Jason Weaver.
What's going on? What's going down?
Yeah, let's get it, son. So
How are you, family?
yo, bro, I'm amazing, man. I'm always
Good.
blessed, always humble and thankful, man. And it's an honor just to have some time with you, bro. So we gonna
Oh
get right
man,
into it, bro. So
man, let's do it. I'm happy to be here.
thank you, man. So first, I got a major question for you that you probably
Sure,
never been asked, right?
sure.
So you see, I got the PlayStation controller up here, right?
Yeah,
See, I got the Xbox controller up there, right? Then you see
yep,
I got the whole PlayStation portal right here. This is
yep.
what we do. I'm a professional gamer. So my
Okay.
question to you is your experience in the entire, entertainment business and bringing your skill set to a show like The Shy. Have
Uh-huh.
you ever thought about or had conversations with the directors and the producers, the showrunners about having The Shy be something that we can play on PlayStation? Talk to me, bro.
Oh wow. I'll be honest with you, bro. I have not had the opportunity to have a conversation with Lena or with the other producers about it, or even executives from Showtime. But I think that that's an idea that they would be willing to explore.
Mm,
Um, especially being that in the show in itself, like particularly with the kids, um, Kevin,
yeah.
that was played by Alex. Alex was the lead, and he played the character Kevin, and he was a gamer. And so Lena already has, already a connection with the gaming world, a strong connection with the gaming world, and something that she's personally interested in, and writes a lot about. So, I mean, I don't see that being a unrealistic um kind of situation to put together. I'm sure, I mean, especially now that you presented it, I'll definitely go back and let them know, because the more, exposure and the more eyeballs that we can reach in a wider of an audience that we can grab. I mean, man, we're all down for that. So I'm sure um I can at least share that with them, and if they see where it makes sense, for them to do it as a platform, I'm sure they'll make an adjustment. And, if I had the final call, I probably would have done it already. But of
Wow.
course, I don't own CBS or Paramount or Showtime, so I can't necessarily dictate to them what they should do, with the content that they own. But no, I'll reach out to Lena about it, because I mean, she's the voice, she's the one that talks to the higher ups like that, and they definitely listen to her when she speaks. So I
Yeah.
will let her know that you presented that idea. And that,
Bro,
which is a great idea, man.
yeah, bro, how cool would it be to actually control you, you know what I'm saying, in the game, like based off The Shy? And I want to tell you something too, man, in terms
Mhm.
of your like acting in this show. This show, this season, yo, this joint is real. Like out the gate.
Yeah,
It's dark. Like it's you deal with there's
yeah,
a lot of pain and a lot of revenge and stuff like that. So my
yeah.
question is, it doesn't seem like you're just acting when I'm watching this show. And I want everybody
Hmm.
that's watching this, it don't seem like you're just acting. Is
Hmm.
there any moments in your real life or certain things that you may have experienced with friends and family that you're
Hmm.
actually drawing from where you could dig down deep into some pain that you're able to produce this level of quality from a standpoint of acting on screen? Because you guys are incredible, especially this season, man.
Oh man, thank you. Well, first of all, thank you for that compliment. We all really pride ourselves on really digging deep into the work, and really trying to breathe authentic and real life into our characters. And so, hearing you say that, you sharing that sentiment, I can tell you on behalf of myself as well as the other actors, we appreciate you for even recognizing the work that's been put down like that. So thank you. Um, I
Mm,
can honestly say, from my standpoint, being a born and raised Chicagoan, there are some elements to my performance where I do kind of bring my real life experience into it.
Mm,
Um, like everybody else, whether you're from Chicago or anywhere else in this country or the world, you experience loss. Sometimes tragic loss, sometimes people naturally just transitioning. Um, that's something that that we tackle quite a bit on our show.
mm.
Dealing with antagonists and bullies and people in the neighborhood that just want to press you down or keep you up under their foot. I think most of us that have come from the neighborhood, we either have experienced that or we know somebody like that or run into somebody like that. When it comes down to just the overall sense of community and what the show represents about the South Side of Chicago, I mean, I know that very well because that's where I grew up.
Mm.
So there are certain things that oh, and then even past that, some of the neighborhoods that we shoot in, that we
Right.
film in, like are neighborhoods that I've grown up in, or a family member of mine, that's where their house was, or a
Wow.
friend of mine, this was their neighborhood. So even where we filmed the show, it's in familiar surroundings.
Mm.
Like when we film in certain areas of the South Side, certain people that I may know will come outside and be like, "Yo, Jay, what's up?
Oh, that's
Y'all filming over
crazy.
here today?" So it's it's
Wow.
it's really, really dope. It's allowed me to reestablish an even stronger connection with my community, with my city. So just being a proud Chicagoan, what I try to do is just try to pour that authenticity into it. I think the dialogue and the way that the scripts are structured and written, the writers do a magnificent job already. And they kind of setting the table for us, to
Mm.
play. And then, man, all we really just have to do is just go in there and really just be our true, authentic selves from the standpoint of the character. And so many
Wow.
of us, we live with these characters for so many seasons now. We kind of know automatically how the character should react and how it should flow. And then there's just this beautiful marriage between the on-screen performers and the writers where we bounce ideas off of one another. And then that's why you get like, just that feeling again of authenticity and it feeling, just rooted in reality and just the real experience of what day-to-day life is like in urban America, whether it's in Chicago, whether it's in New York, whether it's Los Angeles, Atlanta, Jackson, Mississippi. Like, you know what I'm
Mm.
saying? The hood is the hood.
The
You
hood is the
dig what I'm
hood.
saying?
Yeah, I like it. The hood is the hood.
Yeah,
Yo,
the
bro,
hood is the
so
hood.
incredible.
So it is what it is.
This is so crazy just talking to you, man. So I got a major question. I'm pretty sure you've never been asked this one before either. So
Sure.
when you see Lena Waithe doing amazing things with the show that she created, with the Shy, and you see
Yeah.
50 Cent doing amazing
Yeah.
things with the shows that he created with the Power Universe. My
Yeah.
question to you is, in the Power Universe,
Mhm.
the character Tommy, he's headed to Chicago, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Now you already know the shot. You know what I'm saying? Chicago.
Yeah. Yeah.
If there was a way, and I'm speaking from a standpoint of like how Marvel does it, you know what I'm saying?
Or
With
you
the
could do like a mashup.
yeah, when you could do a mashup, you know how you got the like like how you got the multiverses and stuff like that.
Yeah.
My
Yeah.
question to
Yeah.
you is, if 50 Cent and Lena Waithe came together and was like, yo, how can we have, Tommy's, story being told that's going into the Chicago now,
Right.
and we already have, the TV show The Shy and all of y'all
Yeah.
characters and stuff like that, and find a way to make that mesh, especially with the way this season is going with all the like revenge and the killing and all the stuff
Yeah.
that's going on in the streets. What are
Yeah.
your thoughts on that? Like, would you want to clash? You know what I'm saying? With Tommy, or would you want to clash with Tariq St. Patrick? You know what I mean? Break it
Oh
down for me,
man.
man. Talk to me. What happens? Chicago shot the Shy versus Power. Like, what happens with that?
Well, I can honestly tell you, I think that's a brilliant idea. They definitely come from two different studios, but if there was a way, where you could allow those worlds to kind of collide into one another, I think that would be a brilliant kind of story to tell, even if it's just for one episode. You know what I mean?
Mm.
Much Let me say this also, much respect to 50. I think, the world that he's created with Power and the many other great things that he's doing, particularly in Shreveport, Louisiana. I salute him. I take my hat off to him. He's blazing. He's a trailblazer. He's definitely kind of setting the tone for, I think, what the future of film and television will be, particularly for Black creatives, Black on-screen performers, Black
Mm.
and brown. You know what I'm saying? Just I think what 50 is doing is kind of giving us all an opportunity, to continue to tell stories that come directly from our neighborhoods, and tell them in a very unique and cool way. So I just want to say that first and foremost, that I'm a huge fan of the work that he's doing, and a huge fan of Power and just that whole universe that they've created. So I think if given the opportunity where those worlds could kind of collide, I think the audience would love it, because the Power audience is such a devoted audience, the same as ours. So if you
Yes.
can kind of bring those two audiences in those two worlds together, I think it would make for some very interesting television. Now, realistically, from the business side of it, I don't know how feasible that is, if that or
I
if that
got you.
could work out. But if it was, I think if it were left up to people like Lena, who is a creative genius, and a guy like 50 Cent, who is a hugely successful businessman who can always see around the curve, like, I'm sure if they can figure out a way to make it happen, they will. And if they're able to make it happen, especially based off of this conversation that we having now, like, I'm all for it. Because I'm on
Wow.
top of the fact I love already working with Lena. Like, she's awesome. Um, I think even getting the opportunity to kind of, build with 50, and really work close in hand with what he has going on over there and with his people. Because we already run into each other in the city anyway.
Wow,
Like
he
me and Chris
facts.
Lofton, yeah, like we all hang out in Chicago anyway, like when we're not working. So we know the Power Cast already. Like, these people are, friends of ours. So, if
Wow.
we did get an opportunity to do that, man, I think everybody would be with it. Absolutely.
That's crazy. And yo, I got one more question because I know I gotta wrap it up. I'm coming,
Sure.
up on my time. But this question right here is very important. It's more of like a two-parter, but it's
Okay.
very important. So, with your character in the shy and stuff like that, man,
Mhm.
there was a moment where you had this close encounter with Whitfield, saying y'all
Yeah.
sitting in the car, and you gotta you looking out for her pretty much,
Yeah.
make
Yeah.
sure she's
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
What does it mean to you when you are working alongside another, like a castmate, like a peer,
Uh,
and they have your back professionally? Like, what does that mean to you? What does that mean to the actor when you know that when you're doing your best, they also have your back, just like how you had her back in that particular scene when it was really time to get the revenge, and you had to find who you had to find, what I'm
oh yeah,
saying,
yeah, yeah,
to
yeah,
get that
yeah.
job done. But the reason why I'm asking that question is because I work with Denzel Washington and his school. I actually have a gaming program in his school in
Dope.
Mount Vernon. So I got a chance to
Dope.
partner with him, and now I got kids like making money playing video games. They get paid $100 an hour, bro, to play video games and do reports on the games. It's insane. But
Man,
one
I
of the
need to
things,
holler at you about that. We can talk about that after
yeah,
the
yeah,
interview, but I
we
definitely want to build with you. But
yeah, we
anyway, I'm
gotta talk.
sorry.
No, that's so
Yeah.
good. Now we definitely gotta talk. But one of the things that Denzel, when I was speaking with him, he said something so powerful. He was saying the things that you say no to can
Hmm.
determine how far you go. Like,
Yeah.
in the business and stuff like that, but
Yeah.
also the relationship. So with you and Lynn Whitfield in that scene, and I'm telling y'all, everybody, you gotta watch The Shot. You have to watch The Shot. It is literally mind blowing. One episode alone is like dopamine for you. Like, it's that
Yeah. Good
crazy.
looking.
So I'm gonna tell you right now, in that moment, it's like y'all had each other's back from a
Yeah.
standpoint of professionalism on that screen. What does it
Yes.
mean as an actor to make sure that the person you work with on screen has your back in that way?
Well, it means everything. And that's such a great question that you asked. No, the relationship between actors on set in particular, um, first of all, recognizing, respecting, and acknowledging each other's talent, and understanding that we all play a role in the overall grand scheme of the show, but in particularly when you're working on a scene together, there's a give and take and an exchange of creative energy between those people on set, and there has to be like a genuine level of respect there in order for that kind of flow of creative energy to happen naturally and organically. And that's something that we really pride ourselves on the show, on the Shy. Every last person that's on that cast is an absolute professional. I'm talking about from, the veteran on-screen performers, to some of the kids, or they're not kids, but the young people that are on the show. You know what I mean? Like, everybody comes to the set with a level of dedication and commitment to just doing great work and working together as a team. And that's one of the most important things, I think, for me as an actor. When I step on set,
Mm.
my mindset is it's not about me. It's about
Wow.
the product. It's about the show. It's about telling the story. And when you have other actors who recognize that and respect that, and we're all working together as a team, as a machine, it just means everything, and it makes the job so much more enjoyable, and
Mm.
it makes it easier. So no, we on the Shy, that's something that we do. We're a very large cast, but we work very, very well together, and I'm so proud to be working
Mm.
alongside with the cast members and the amazing crew that we have. We're all one
Wow.
big team, one big family, for
God,
sure.
yo, God bless you. That's my time, bro. Thank you
God bless
so
you.
much. And I'm gonna find a way to get so we can stay
No,
connected
I'm
because
gonna reach out to Chanel because I'm telling you, I want to get in the game into. I know where the money is at in that. I'm trying to
let's
holler at
go.
you about that.
Let's go.
Like,
You
let's
know what
go.
it is. Let's make it happen.
Yeah.
So look, it's a go to the game hip hop gamer on your hot 9-7 every day. That's my word. Give it up for the Shy and Jason Weaver. On that note, baby, we out of here. Peace.